Hello, friends, and welcome to the learning platform Aviation Life. Before the start of video, remember, continuous learning is the minimum requirement for success in any field. Today, we will learn about basic working principle of an altimeter in detail. Among the six primary flight instruments, altimeter is one of the basic flight instruments which is connected to the pitot system, which we already discussed in the previous videos. This is the pictorial depiction of basic pitot system. As we can see that altimeter is an instrument which is connected only to the static port. It means that it receives information of static pressure only. There are different types of altimeters depending upon their working principle. Baro altimeter uses barometric pressure to monitor aircraft height. Radar altimeter or radio altimeter uses radio waves to measure height in relation to the surface. Then there is GPS altimeter, which utilizes satellite data to determine the altitude. In today's video, we will only discuss the functioning of barometric altimeter, as it is used in most air operations and almost in all the aircrafts. It is used to measure the vertical distance of an aircraft from a reference point. That vertical distance is then represented as altitude or height of an aircraft depending upon the reference level we use. First, we will understand the difference between altitude and height. Altitude is a vertical distance of an aircraft or any point in air from mean sea level. Height is a vertical distance of an aircraft or any point in air from the ground, whereas elevation is a vertical distance of any point on ground to mean sea level. Let's see how does an altimeter work. It uses static pressure in order to give the altitude reading. If we see a column of air, number of air molecules decrease with increase in altitude, and we have lower static pressure. Once the aircraft climbs from high pressure area to lower pressure area, the altimeter interprets the change in pressure and gives the readings in terms of gain in altitude. By default, altimeter is calibrated to measure altitude in relation to mean sea level under standard condition. It compares the outside atmospheric pressure to mean sea level pressure. Let's see how it works. Outside atmospheric pressure, or we can say the static pressure from aircraft static port, enters the altimeter cylinder. The capsule is filled with standard atmospheric pressure setting, which is 29.92 inches of mercury. Now, if at sea level the outside atmospheric pressure is equal to the standard setting, then altimeter will be reading 0. Now, if the aircraft climbs, outside atmospheric pressure decreases and the capsule starts to expand. Movement of capsule is connected to the needles of altimeter with help of gears. On the dial, the altimeter will show increase in altitude. During descent, outside atmospheric pressure increases, exerting pressure on the capsule wall. The capsule starts to shrink and altimeter indicates decrease in altitude. Barometric reference is the pressure setting at which altimeter will indicate 0 feet, and then it measures the vertical distance in relation to this reference level. Pilot can adjust the barometric reference to any level with help of adjusting knob. Let's say an airport is located at 2000 feet above mean sea level. So its elevation is 2000 feet with pressure settings of 27.92 inches of mercury. In order to indicate height above the ground level, altimeter must be adjusted to the barometric reference of 27.92. The current pressure reading at aerodrome level is known as QFE. Barometric reference to be used in altimeter can be set through Kollsman window. There are different needles on indicator. First is the triangular indicator, which indicates height in tens of thousands of feet, like 10,000 or 20,000. Then there is a short needle, which indicates thousands of feet. If it is at 1, it shows 1,000 feet. If it is at 2, then it indicates 2,000 feet. The third one is the long needle, which indicates hundreds of feet. If it is at 7, then it means 700 feet, and if it is at 8, it means 800 feet. In this example, triangular needle is between 0 and 1, which means aircraft is less than 10,000 feet. Small needle is above 1 but less than 2, which means aircraft is above 1,000 feet and less than 2,000 feet. Long needle is between 7 and 8, which means aircraft is above 700 and less than 800. So right now, the altimeter is reading 1,750 feet. Some altimeters incorporate black and white striped flag, which is visible if the aircraft is flying below 10,000 feet of altitude, but invisible above this altitude. I hope this video was of great help in learning the basic working principle of barometric altimeter. So if you like our efforts, don't forget to subscribe and share. Thank you.